I'm Mark Saxton.
I'm Joey Cundiff.
This is Blue Collar Sports Talk, and
it's been a minute. Now we do have a video, but for some reason
it's not uploading.
It doesn't want to send. Happens. So it's been a longer minute.
Technology's hard.
Yeah, we're not too. It's not scientist sports. This is Blue Collar, and we are here to talk some shit.
Let's talk some shit.
Let's do it. And we are starting off hot and heavy. The old No Fun League has a new rule. And that rule is... Just wait a sec. And that rule is if you're qualified for a job, it don't really matter because they are enforcing all NFL teams to have a minority in either ethnic or a gender. So either a woman or a person of color is going to be a offensive assistant coach.
And you have to.
You have to. There will be fines and loss of draft picks if you don't. So, I do not think that is right. I think, the NFL is very diverse as it is. The only time Mark and I ever had an issue where a coach wasn't hired for, their abilities was Brian Flores.
He should have never gotten fired.
Right. He should have never gotten fired. And then Eric Bieniemy, but there was issues with him agreeing or wanting to be adjustable with quarterbacks. So I don't see it as much as an issue as Brian Flores was. But that was the only thing. But that was the only person.
And even then, I don't think it was due to his race.
No, I don't think it was race.
I think it was ignorant to fire him, but I don't think it was because they're racist.
No, but that was the only firing that happened that we thought was unjust.
Right, exactly.
Because white coaches get fired every day. Or not every day, but, every season.
But here's my thing, guys. And once again, here at Blue Collar, we don't give a fuck about your narrative, your religion, your politics. We don't care. We speak what we think is right. And here's the thing. So I think the last study that came out from the NFL was 78%.
Yeah, we talked about that.
78% of the league are people of color.
Right.
Most of those are obviously players. Here's my thing, though. So many people have come through in this league, and I'm talking about during times of racism, during times where people of color weren't allowed to enter facilities or go in certain areas because of the color of their skin. So all these people that have existed and fought through this, guys, they didn't sacrifice, like, for example, Jackie Robinson.
Right.
They didn't sacrifice getting spit on, getting kicked, getting hit, getting shit talked to them. They didn't sacrifice all of that so that in 2022 we could still be divided.
Right.
And that's all this rule does, is it creates more division.
Right.
Because now, are you getting the job because of your color of your skin, or are you getting the job because you're actually the right person?
And how do you feel if somebody walks up to you and says, "Hey, we're gonna hire you because you're darker than me"?
Right.
Like that's not something
you
want to hear.
My brain.
That's
not because of my knowledge. And let's add a caveat to that. What if they did that because the person was white?
Right.
Nobody would like that.
It would not work.
We need to quit dividing ourselves. And I thought sports was the only outlet that we had that we can all come together and we can all hate the Dallas Cowboys together.
Okay.
No, in all seriousness, I don't understand why every time.
Let's not forget the past.
That's true. No, in all seriousness, I don't understand why every time we turn around, we're trying to divide each other.
Right.
This might be a little hot take for a lot of people out there. Myself, Hispanic,
myself, Irish.
Right. So, I know I'd be pissed if somebody told me, "Hey, man, I'm going to give you a job because you're Mexican."
Right.
That's about as low as you can get. You need to give me the job because I deserve it.
It's just not right. There's people that deserve it that they were forced to make just a hire with. It just doesn't make sense at all. You work your way up. It doesn't matter, man, woman. It doesn't matter your skin color. Like, this is the NFL. Obviously, like, it's not an all-white league.
Right.
If you're an old dude that sits there and is like complaining that there's too many, people of color on the field, then you're not watching the right. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
Like, there's no diverse issue in the NFL. I do not see one.
Not at all.
This coaching rule just makes you put more focus on we're looking for black people. That should, black people and women. Like, what else do you want? Like. Yeah. That's not cool. You don't want that.
And I feel like
you're dividing people.
Once again, I feel like there's so many men and women But I'm talking specifically on the player side in the NFL. There's so many men that have overcame so much diversity, so much adversity, so much, so many obstacles, and I feel like it's a slap in the face to turn around and be like, "Yep, we're just gonna throw you, pretty much give you give-me's."
Right.
You know what I mean? That's not what that's not what everybody before us worked for.
No, and
they just worked for equality. This isn't equal.
Right.
This is a handout.
And what they're doing is they're trying to say, like, the owners and the management. That's what it is. They're racist. Okay. Why would you be handing these kind of like this money and this responsibility to people of color if you're racist?
Right.
That doesn't make sense. And the only one of the only owners that got caught for blatant racism was Donald Sterling, the Clippers owner, and that ended really quickly.
Yeah, it did.
I don't understand where all this is coming from.
I don't,
there hasn't
like I said,
I could understand the NBA being like, okay, we're gonna have to crack down on okay, if we hear something you're saying that can't be happening, but the NFL hasn't done anything like that.
Every time we turn around, I just feel like we're dividing ourselves. We need to quit this. Like Morgan Freeman said, the second that racism stops, the second you stop talking about it. And we're taking away from what people do, and I'm saying people as a whole, because it doesn't matter what color you are. If you're going to be generalized as one color, whether that is white, Hispanic, black, all the other races out there, Asian, it doesn't matter anything that you've done anymore, because now you're being classified as the person of color or the person of your race. That's not right. That's not what we need to be going after. And I hate it. And frankly, shame on you, NFL. And by no means are we sitting up here saying that the NFL is perfect. We're not going to bat for the NFL at all. Matter of fact, if any, they're one of the leagues that need to be fixed the most.
Right.
Besides baseball.
Yeah.
Manfred, I got something for you, man.
There's a whole nother quick hot take. I saw this again. It popped up again, where they said people should not be fans, such as me and you, of the sport. Cannot say we as a team. Can we go ahead and end that, because without the fans, the NFL would not be what it is.
Exactly.
And I'm not talking about those fans that are like, okay, well, after Kaepernick kneeled, I'm never watching again.
Yeah.
You guys don't matter. I'm talking to people that buy tickets like we do.
Pay attention to the game. Buy the merchandise.
Hurt when they hurt. Right.
Triumph when they triumph.
When I feel sad after another playoff loss, sincerely heartbroken, I can say we, because you do the same.
Right, yeah. Well, and I can't tell you, I'm telling you, after we lost to the Niners, all I was doing was cursing and walking around like I was personally slapped in the face.
Thank you for telling my story. Oh, wait, you mean the Packers?
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll move on. We'll get off of our soapbox here. Ultimately, that's the only news we felt we needed to talk about in the NFL this week. There were some other big things. Well, I wouldn't call them big.
No.
But there were some other things that have taken place, frankly, not worth our time.
Hopefully the past video uploads sometime soon.
Yeah, and then you guys
you get it. But let's move on.
Let's move on to the NBA.
Yeah, it's heating up.
Heating up. Playoffs are right around the corners, folks.
Let's go ahead and a quick run through. I'll start with the East. We got
it.
All right, so we got Boston falling to number 3 after being the number 1 seed.
Hey. They clinched.
They fell.
They clinched.
They fell. You can clinch and still fall, man.
That's true. That's true.
Miami number 1, Milwaukee 2, Boston 3, Philadelphia 76ers 4, Bulls 5, Toronto 6, Cleveland hanging in there 7, Brooklyn 8, sorry, and the Hornets in at the 9 spot. Go ahead, take me to the West.
So,
who's best in the West?
Hey, for how many weeks running now?
A lot.
Phoenix is they're looking like they're the guys, huh? 62-15. Then you got Memphis, 55-23. Golden State, 48-29. Dallas, 48-30. Utah, 46-31. Denver, same record. And then Minnesota and the Clippers.
Ooh, the Timberwolves.
Hey. That's where Garnett started, my man. That's my boy. Hey, and then you're finishing it up with New Orleans and San Antonio. I say, my personal opinion, the top 5 is where you need to keep your eye on in the West there.
Oh, definitely. The top 5 is going to be a good one.
Speaking of which, why don't you give me your...
Well, Denver can come back if Jamal Murray and I'm drawing a blank on the other name, Michael Porter Jr. come back. If they come back, they'll make a deep run.
Agreed.
What were you saying?
Why don't you give me your prediction for? We'll do this. We'll do a serious prediction, and then we'll do a fun one. Huh?
Okay, all right.
Give me your serious prediction for the NBA Finals this year.
You ready?
Let me hear it.
No surprise.
Let me see it.
The Houston Rockets winning it all. I got the Suns and Milwaukee part 2.
Okay.
And Suns are taking this one. They are out for
You think
blood.
CP3 is going to be healthy enough?
It don't matter enough.
Oh, okay.
D-Book MVP.
Hey, D-Book, yeah.
Not really, but he's
he
making a case.
He could, yeah. He's making a serious
But
case.
he's not catching up to Embiid. What's your real one?
My real one, honestly, Memphis and Miami. I think
Memphis can do it?
Miami in the past couple of months have really turned it around, really heated up. But Memphis, I think they're the team that's flying under the radar. Everybody's kind of talking about them. You know what I mean? But no one's actually giving them that credit.
You were talking Ja for MVP a little bit ago.
I'm still on that boat.
You are.
I'm still on. First, I saw one of Ja's workouts. Ooh. I'm just saying, he's like Rocky.
Yeah.
He's not. He can't stop him.
No.
Let me hear your fun one.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
I got the Bulls. Lonzo Ball gonna go to a final.
Okay.
Versus Memphis with Ja.
Hey, I like it. I think that'll be fun.
If I wasn't Arizona born and raised, I would like to see Memphis instead of the Suns.
I hear that.
But yeah, I like the Bulls to be a fun team. I like to watch them. Same with Memphis. You never know what you're gonna get with Ja. Just highlights. That's what you're gonna get. But that's my fun one. I think there is a chance it could happen, but not a strong chance. What about you? What's your fun one?
Hey, my fun one. I really think this would be exciting. Mind you, once again, this is a fun one.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping for the Celtics and the Jazz. Ooh. I think that would be a lot of fun. I
know why you picked the Celtics.
I'm a little partial.
Oh, are you?
I'm a little partial. I got Boston taking it too. Boston won the second half of the season. Come on, let's give credit where credit is due. Even though they did drop to 3,
right?
They really they searched deep inside. They found it,
right?
And I feel like the Jazz, man, they're always hanging around. They're always hanging around, kind of like always a bridesmaid, never a bride. You know what I mean?
But
they're
one day,
hanging around. Hey, this might be that day.
One day they're gonna get somebody drunk enough to actually want to make it.
Hey, I'm just saying. And y'all can hate me at home, but the Jazz ain't been good since the mailman in Stockton.
They still couldn't get her done. So what day is that? All right, but let's keep it on basketball real quick.
What you got?
Final Four, all blues. They want to say. Yeah. Well, it's obviously rigged for Duke.
They got hot at the right time.
The refs really got hot at the right time, and they beat the Peacocks. I'm not happy about that. But Duke is going to advance, and I got Kansas.
Yeah. North Carolina beat St. Peter's.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Was it North Carolina?
Yeah.
I thought it was Duke. I don't know why. Yeah. It's been a minute since they played. They decided to take a long break, and so did I guess.
Hey, St. Peter's.
You're right. $10,000. Okay. But you didn't bet it.
But I got money on Villanova and Duke. So if those two win tomorrow night, no matter what, I'm winning money on the 4th.
So you got Duke and
Villanova.
Yeah, okay. I got Duke and Kansas winning this one. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking it was Duke beating St. Peter's, but anyways.
Moving on
to the worst league in the game right now.
Manfred's making it that way, man.
Before we get there, before we get into all the Cactus League stuff, go ahead and tell me what you were telling me before. What's going on with that?
So the MLB and the MLBPA are getting together to talk next week about possibly in 2023 banning base runners from taking a lead before the pitch is delivered.
I thought you were going to say steroids.
Yeah.
No, they went back. No.
Yeah, I don't understand why they keep messing with the game. They're killing the game.
So guys like us, you know what that means? We got a chance.
We got a chance.
Yeah, because if you fast and you bat like 260,
it don't
you
matter.
Get paid $20 million a year.
Yeah.
Hey, we taking your spot.
Yeah, it don't matter anymore. Guys like Brett Gardner, Brett Gardner on the Yankees that used to be. David Eckstein. You know what I'm talking about.
Now the Yankees have a lot of money and they ain't got a lot of speedsters. I'm starting to see a connection there.
It's rigged. No, I'm just
rigged.
I don't like it. I hate it. They keep messing with the game. Obviously, the game's been fine for over 100 years. Why are we fucking with it?
DRs, you know what that means.
Yeah.
You don't exist no more.
No kidding.
That really hurts young prospects too.
Yeah,
because some people make their name stealing bases first, learn their swing second.
Ricky
Nothing wrong with that either. Before we get into the real leagues, the real standings. We're gonna talk about the fake ones.
Yeah.
The Cactus League. I'll let you start with that one. Got you right here.
Okay, Cactus League. We're going straight into it.
Just do the top
The
five.
Angels 9-4, the Royals 8-4, Texas 7-5, Chicago Cubs 8-6, Seattle 6-5,
And one more, just to do it.
The Diamondbacks hanging around 8-7. Don't worry, that won't last, folks.
No.
That won't last. And my Padres are just making sure that we're hanging in there at 5-6. You know what I mean?
They've shown up to games. They're in Arizona. That's what that means. The Grapefruit League, Houston is winning that one, 8-4. Boston 9-6. Baltimore 7-5. Dark Horse World Series team
Look out, folks.
in 2045. Toronto 7-5. Cards 7-5. A lot of 7-5s, and my Tigers at the bottom because they're messing with the bullpen. That is okay. I'm okay with that. Starting a lot of
practice.
Yep, just getting your reps in. Nothing too concerning. I'm seeing no big injuries except for DeGrom is out for opening day.
That's huge.
It's really big. He'll probably be out for the week. They're not going to rush him back because they saw what happened when they pushed him too much last year. They lost him for the rest of the year. That's really the only big piece of like injury that I've seen.
Right.
So besides that, we'll just go into your leaders, your division leaders.
Let's talk predictions for each division. What you got? Let's start with the NL. I'll let you go.
NL.
I'll let you go East, West, and Central.
You messed with my thing. I'm just gonna have it laid down as I have it.
All right. East, West, and Central. Let me hear it.
I can't do that. Here, I got it like this. Okay, I got the East. Oh, that's AL. NL. I had it written. Okay, it didn't go. So NL. You say East first.
No. Yep. East.
Okay, so I got the Braves winning, but by barely. I don't know. I'm so stuck right now between the Braves and the Phillies. The Mets, I don't think they added some, but they didn't add the winning culture to the Mets. You know, they still keep the Mets. You know what I mean? Kind of like the Padres. Wait a second. So I got the Braves winning that one. I got the Cards. Now I don't know how they're gonna do without Mike Schmidt. I wanted to pick the Brewers, but I'm not too sure about that one. But the Cards got hot, and I like the Cards. They're a dark horse World Series team, though. Like, look out for them. They got hot at the right time. They know how to do it. The bats are there. The pitching is there. They're all but a lot of payroll away. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I can see that.
And then my last team is the exact opposite. The payroll is there. The bats are there. And the pitching is there. It's the Dodgers. The Dodgers winning it.
All right. Despite that real disrespectful comment you just had, I'm going to go ahead and continue the show.
Okay.
NL East, I got the Mets. They did add Marte. They did add Escobar. Their pitching staff's a little hurt.
Right.
But I think they'll take the East. Right. The Braves just kind of, in my opinion, depleted.
I think they got better at first base without Friedman.
No, Olsen's not the answer. Olsen's not the answer.
No, I can see it.
The Phillies, I feel like they're always
Friedman.
pretenders. So I'm giving it to the Mets this year as kind of a shocker. Okay? The West. Hey,
The Mets?
the NL West champs, folks.
Oh, that makes a
Right
whole lot of sense.
there.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, all right. The
Right
Mets
there.
and the Padres, who are 1-1.
I'm just saying. First and foremost, Dave Roberts.
Oh, we
jinxed
forgot about
himself.
the big one.
Hey, Dave Roberts jinxed himself by coming out and
We
saying.
forgot about the big injury in spring training.
Fernando Tatis.
Not one, not two,
But 3 months.
3 months.
3 months.
Because
But he will be back.
Because why? He wrecked his motorcycle in December.
He will be back. It'll be fine.
And with the lockout, he didn't see his team doctor. That's what happened. Thanks, Rob Manfred. You should be
I have
saying.
the Padres in a surprise victory of the West and the Central. I'm with you. I'm giving it to the Cards. I think that they got together a decent group. The coach, That does hurt, but the same token, in time, that's not the end all save all.
It's not, but when you win 17 straight, it's kind of hard to fire a coach.
Yeah. Let me give you the AL, huh? For my East, West, and Central. My East, I'm going against my better judgment. Giving it to the Yankees.
Don't say that. No.
I think that they're pissed off enough that they're going to make something happen.
Best division in baseball, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It's got to be.
Right.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, I think the second best, in all honesty, would probably be the NL West.
Right.
You know, it's a real tough division. But no, yeah. I'm giving it to the Yankees. I think they've got enough disappointment in their life. I think they're going to bounce back.
You got both.
And mind you, I hate the Yankees.
You got both.
I do have both New York teams. The Subway Series, the West. I'm going to give you a surprise one. Wow, something about the West divisions. I feel like there's something in the air. I'm giving it to Oakland.
I'm the exact opposite.
I'm giving it to Oakland. I think the A's got a decent group.
What's going on with this San Diego guy?
I think they got a decent group there, up there, and I think they can make it work. And surprise for the Central, the Sox. I'm giving it to the Twins. Giving it to the Twins.
Okay.
Show is, it's happening. It's happening.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
All right. You can go ahead and tell whoever that. If I could raise you, I would. So I'm gonna start with the East, and I got the Blue Jays winning that one. Bo Bichette is coming back, and he's gonna come back even stronger. You know why?
I feel like there's no wrong answer for the AL.
No, there really isn't. Well, there's one.
I almost forgot they existed.
Yeah, so did I. But Dante retired from the MLB during the lockout. That way he could work with Bo.
Yep.
Very cool. I think the Blue Jays are doing it. I really like the Blue Jays. I don't know why. I just really started liking the Blue Jays. And the West. Who I got?
The Astros.
The Astros winning that one. I don't like to say it, but I got the Astros winning it. My sleeper team in the West is the Rangers.
Okay.
It's not so much the pitching, but it's really the bats that are going to come to play for the Rangers that will win them a lot more games than they did last year. I'll start with that.
Okay.
I'll say high. I'm gonna say mid 80s. I'm gonna say that much. They're gonna win like 20 more games than last year. That's what I say.
Okay. Well,
In the Central, I see your Twins, and I raise you a Tiger. The Tigers. Spencer Torkelson, Riley Green, Casey Mize. We all coming down. We're coming for you.
Big City.
The Big City Kitties. That's what we call them. No, the Tigers are winning this one. The Sox are they're riding high. They're not looking behind them. They forgot that
that they're not the only ones.
Yeah, they're going fast in the right lane. What happens? and guess what happens when you get caught in the right lane? Somebody's passed, and that's the Tigers. And the Guardians. Are we gonna do the same thing?
Probably.
I'm gonna call them the Indians a whole lot.
I'm gonna call them the Indians.
I don't like the Guardians at all.
It's a terrible, terrible thing that happened.
I don't get it. So the, that's. What about name changes? What do you think about those?
I hate it.
I really do too.
I hate it. Well, here's my thing. I hate it because they're political. It has nothing to do with what the actual meaning is. If it did, then things would have been spoken about long ago.
Right. And what people need to understand is we, those who say this, live in the heart of reservations surrounding us. We have friends that don't mind. I have friends that still wear Redskins hats that live on the reservation. They're Native American. But here's the thing: it's people that don't understand.
When you pick a logo in a team, you want to pick something fierce and something to be proud of. I think if anybody would understand that, it's the Native American people, indigenous people, in the whole,
right?
And I don't know. For me, it's just like I said. For me, it's something more political to keep the people divided. It's nothing. Right. It's nothing. There's no social warriors out there.
No, it's almost more forgotten history, though.
Yeah,
you know? It's like, okay, so we're just gonna pretend that didn't never happen.
Right. Yeah. It's just I can't with it.
If they were winning teams, like hardcore winning teams would this happen?
I don't think so. I really don't.
If the Cleveland Indians won the World Series last year, would they be the Guardian? Or 2 years ago?
I don't think this would have been an issue.
No.
But same with the Redskins.
Right. I like football team better than Commanders.
Let's go back to the football team.
Yeah, I really think the Washington football team was better than the Commanders. I don't know.
Not a fan.
No, not at all. So, one thing we are a fan of. Hey, we got a cup.
Hey,
let's fill it up real quick.
With the world.
What are we about to do with this cup?
We lift it.
And then we pour the fucking thing.
Let's go.
USA made it.
The World Cup is this morning. Congrats to the United States men's national team. First and foremost, the loss sucked, but hey, we qualified, right?
Hey,
we qualified.
Taking it easy.
And that's the only thing that matters. And I'll tell you this, I am not mad at that group.
Me either. Because we get an opportunity to kick somebody's ass, and we definitely gonna kick the other two.
Yeah.
So that leaves one and somebody's ass to be kicked, and it is not us.
So we're in Group B.
Yep.
With England.
Let's not get too hasty now.
With England, Iran, and now here's the thing, folks. In June, there will be a playoff contention game. Winner of that will qualify for the World Cup. So
it's who cares, and Wales.
So it's Ukraine and Scotland. Mm-hmm. The winner of that will play Wales. The winner between those two will be in our group. And I'm going to tell you like this. Every match is winnable.
Right.
Every match is winnable for us.
You hear that? Hey.
Now, England, I think it's like some 25 matches straight that they haven't lost. I don't care. England has, for whatever reason, they're snake bitten against us.
Hey, I don't think them motherfuckers watch Rocky.
Hey, we about that life.
You see that? The next one is going to be about somebody from England, and it's going down.
I'm just saying, folks, it is time to be loud and proud. Come November, it will be our time to shine.
So we're going to go, through November, which sucks. So, hey, we have this, but it's not dying down.
That's what I'm talking about.
The 4th of July. Hopefully we do something special, like dump some tea down the street.
That's what we're going to do. And I will tell you this. We are, in the World Cup history, with the United States and England, we are unbeaten. Mm-hmm. We are unbeaten.
Unbeaten.
Just saying, folks.
Hey.
All right, I'm going to call it Group B. Group B winners, United States.
Okay. Let's not get ahead of ourselves or behind ourselves. Group A, I got Netherlands.
Okay, I like that. The Netherlands are a strong team. They like the U.S. They didn't qualify for the last World Cup. I got Ecuador. I don't think they're. I think it go either way though.
That's kind of an open. Well, besides the host.
Yeah.
It's kind of a good group.
Yeah.
Group B, who do we got?
USA.
Let's
go.
Group C, I got Poland. Who you got?
Hey, Poland and Lewandowski have been on fire lately.
But it's in November.
I will be giving it to Lionel Messi in Argentina.
I would not hate that. When I was a wee lad.
Mind you.
Wait. When I was a wee lad. And I first went over to your guys' house.
Yeah.
Your brother said you had a Messi jersey. I was like, he needs to wash it.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I've come a long way. I've come a long way.
He's still the best in the world.
He is. He really
Group
is.
C obviously being Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Mexico has shown us what they are.
Pretenders.
They are not about that life.
No, they really ain't.
Saudi Arabia never has been.
Oh no!
I'm just calling it what it is.
Hey,
Group D.
Hey, is this World Cup or is this Risk we about to play?
Right. Group D, you got France. Now, same thing. Another contention playoff. You either got Australia or the United Arab Emirates.
Arab. Yeah.
And Persia, I believe.
Something.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I can see.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But one of those will be for Group D, and then Denmark and Tunisia. Tunisia. That's how you say that.
Hey, get it right.
Yeah.
We're not dumb Americans over here.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not dumb Americans. We're smart Englands over here. You know what I mean?
We got France.
Yeah.
Super easy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Group E, who do you got?
So Group E, I was torn. Didn't know Spain and Germany, like which one to pick. Decided to go with Germany. I don't know. I like the matchup more. You know.
Okay.
It's a good group though. It's a good group.
Never really go wrong with picking Germany. I'm going with Spain. I think that them bringing the younger cats up there, really mixing it up.
That's the matchup issue.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it to Spain. No, but that's not to say I'm giving it to Spain because I think the new team coming along. Right. But Germany has a strong chance of taking it for sure. Group F, you got Belgium,
yes,
Canada,
yes,
Morocco, and
yes.
Croatia.
Yes,
I'm giving it to Croatia,
and I am giving it to. I'm gonna say it, Canada. I'm giving it to Canada. I really am. They got hot at the right time. They decided to.
Hey, they won
really
the CONCACAF table. So.
They did. They were third the whole time for like a month, 2 months, and then just shot up.
Windows, yeah. And they went up there. They took advantage of games that they could capitalize.
Right, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen. It's either they're going to be a close first or a close second. It's no in between. It's not going to be a clear cut. Like one is way better than the other in that. Well, for Belgium and Canada.
Who you got? Group G.
Okay. Brazil.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Easily. Okay. You got Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon. I mean, I think Brazil has this all but in the bag.
Right. I was gonna try like April Fool's year or something, but like that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah. Like that one meme after they beat Germany, those 2 World Cups ago. It was like how many goals were they scored? A Brazilian. Yeah, for sure. Group H, you got Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea.
Uruguay.
That's where I'm going. That's a good pick.
That is where I am going.
I'm going with Cristiano Ronaldo in Portugal.
See, I don't want Ronaldo to advance. That's where I stand.
I don't mind the guy so much. I really don't.
Neither do I, but I do.
No, I think honestly, I'm very excited for this World Cup. I'm very excited for the United States. Rosters will be in lock real soon. I don't foresee really any surprises with our roster.
No.
Injuries are huge. Once we get everybody back healthy, like Serginho Dest, Weston McKennie, guys like them coming back, I think it's going to be huge.
We got a good mix of young men and like I won't say old, but experienced.
Yeah, and I mean obviously Captain America, Christian Pulisic. Let's go getting the Hattie against Panama.
Hey, we don't even need to get like all hyped about it. We're going to save that for November.
What's up with that? I don't know. I don't like it.
Me either.
But nonetheless, there will be asses to kick in November.
Yeah. And, I think, hey, USA is a top 2 team in the whole World Cup.
Hey.
And they ain't number 2!
Hey. I would love nothing more than to see them play on December 21st, the final.
We're going to hold it like this. The world.
I'm telling you, it'll be the first one ever, folks, and it'll be nice. It'll be nice to see. It's got to be our turn.
Yes.
Other than that, thanks for talking some shit. I think
we talk some shit.
Hope
nobody's feelings got hurt, and if they did,
sorry about it.
Oh, last thing, since we're talking about that, Jorge Masvidal's a bitch.
It's a good call.
You hit somebody in the back for talking some words. Come on now.
But here's the thing.
He had the chance. You had
your chance to shut Covington up, and you did not.
And you didn't.
Now, even furthermore.
Oh, we going down now.
Even furthermore, you're going to hit someone in the back and then run away.
And not only that, let's dig deeper. Wear a hoodie and a mask.
So you obviously didn't want to get seen because you didn't want to get your ass whooped twice.
Right.
That's what that boils down to.
I don't blame Kobe for calling the cops because you don't know if it was some kid doing it.
But here's the thing.
But it wasn't Kobe calling the cops. It was the establishment. But I don't blame Kobe for pressing charges on a motherfucker you hate.
Well, here's the thing, and that's even if Kobe knew at the time who it even was.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you right now, anybody who's going to come out and say that he's a bitch for calling the cops, my man, he's worth millions of dollars. There's no need to put that up for risk for a punk on the street, because that's all Masvidal is anymore now. After that, he proved all he is a punk on the street. And on top of that, besides putting everything at risk, you just showed the world you can beat his ass.
Right.
What do you got to prove anymore? You ain't got shit to prove.
In a cage. We ain't talking with boxing gloves on. Yeah. You can't. In a cage. And about the most brutal sport you can be in.
It is what it is, man. And furthermore, if you are going to come up and hit someone in the back, I would have more respect for you if you at least stayed to get the job done.
Right.
That tells me that you're scared.
Right. Hey, he got hit in the back of the head. There was no reports that Kobe went down. Maybe that's why he ran.
That's exactly why he ran.
He hit him, boom, boom. That's what he heard. Yeah. He's like, oh shit! I just hit Terminator in the back of the head. I need to get my ass running.
I pissed him off.
That's right. Well, this is another episode of Blue Collar. Make your mama holla sports.
Hey, thanks for talking some shit, folks.
One last thing. How stickers?
Hit us up, huh? Hit us up. We'll hand them out. Show some support and some love
on all the platforms.
Let's go with it. All right, guys. Talk soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging in there with us.